Oh, we live. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
What is good, fellas? Welcome back to Late Night Live.
There we
12,
go. What's up? What's up? What's going on?
12,
Living and surviving.
Brandon, and I'm your
Yeah.
boy P.
Mr.
What's up,
12.
fellas?
What's up? What's up?
We got to work on that intro coming in. We got to come in.
Yeah, we got the intro, but
No. We gotta come in because this is at the top of the show, so we got to keep the viewers in for the first 6 seconds. What's up? What's up?
what up?
Yo, we here for what is this? Episode 8?
8.
7?
8.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
And
That's
good
4
run
weeks.
thus
That's
far.
1 month.
wow. Hey, it's
Definitely.
been fun. It's definitely been fun.
Indeed, may the train keep rolling.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's get the controversy up.
So what's on the list for you, Brandon? What's something on the list for you that's going on? What's some of the buzz or something that's going on that's dear to you?
Dear to me, I am drawing a blank thus far. I'm so just in the middle of everything.
All right, so I'm gonna pull it back. One of the things that I came across in the news today was that P, what's the lady that got kidnapped? What's that
I can't remember her name, but
Savannah Guthrie's mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
let me drop a quick thing in real quick. If you look to the above Brandon, you see the QR code. Scan the QR code, and you can get all the Line With Us links. Yep, right above Brandon, right there. All right, Brandon, back to you. Go ahead.
You're talking about Hannah Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mother.
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean,
And P was explaining to me. I didn't get to.
Well, I know she got kidnapped. I think it was Saturday night. Supposedly,
Ooh.
she got kidnapped. That was the last time they had contact with her. She's been missing ever since. And allegedly, from what I heard, there was a TMZ note that somebody sent a note to TMZ. I guess they wanted Bitcoins or something like that.
Why TMZ though?
I don't know.
Good question.
This whole thing sounds a little fishy to me, but I'm just a regular guy.
Hey, ain't we all?
Kind of weird. They go to TMZ.
What you got on that, Brandon? You heard anything?
I mean, all I know is the Savannah, the actual lady who's on TV, she done submit everything to the FBI. She ain't playing around. She want her mother home. So TMZ is an odd choice. You definitely want to get that publicized, but are you actually connected to this woman going missing? Could this be some kind of elderly thing where they got dementia? I don't know.
You can imagine somebody going to like a news station. We're gonna call it an outlet because TMZ is a media outlet, right?
Yeah.
Back in the days, that would have been in the mailroom for about 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because you really can't send it digital. You can't. So how? Because everything got IP could be traced. I want to know how are they getting, like, how would they do it though?
Like coordinate everything, right? Without you incriminating yourself. I want
the message out.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You talking about getting the message out to them?
Yeah, getting the message to TMZ.
I think it was through computer. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was through computer.
They cooked.
But I think one of the things they wanted was Bitcoins or something like that. They wanted.
Yeah, I get that. But technology to advance where they could find your IP address.
Or they're gonna drop it off like back in the day where they get a note and literally cut out little pieces from the magazine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Serial killer type stuff. Just in there.
Man, I don't know. It sounds fishy to me because I don't know who's kidnapping an old lady. Like, what's the value in that? If they not going, like, unless she's worth a lot of money or something behind the back.
Her daughter's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, but still, they would have basically confronted the daughter by now.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But
I think the ransom should have I don't advocate for any of these stuff, but I think the note should have went to the daughter.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But what if they couldn't get it to her because of
her circle? Yeah, some people. Yeah,
all the FBI around them since the mother disappeared, so she's being watched. So they probably delivered it to. Now, I don't know if it was done by computer. I just said that this is all alleged, but maybe they couldn't get it to her the way they thought they could have, and they was able to get it to somebody at TMZ. Now, I don't know exactly how they got it, but they got it. So, of course, I don't think they're going to tell us everything, which they shouldn't. You know, we don't know what's going on the back end, but they seem to be telling us that they don't know who this person is. But
okay, they said a ransom was sent to 3 news outlets.
3 news outlets?
3 news outlets. Somebody sent a text to the family asking about Bitcoin. But again, how are you doing that without somebody saying, "Oh, let's trace this number"?
And it's Savannah Godfrey?
Guthrie, Guthrie. Okay, so hold on. Somebody already in trouble. Derek Kalela, he admitted to authorities that he sent the message using a voice over internet protocol application.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. You see, once you like in today's technology, yo, if you talking internet, the internet is so sophisticated now.
Yeah.
They're tracking you down in seconds.
Because that was quick.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these stuff that they have now, you got to be real tech savvy.
But some of these people don't know.
Exactly. You got to be real tech savvy. You know what I'm saying? To get away with this. I'm talking about, yes, they got certain people that could get away with it, but yo, trust me, in this day and age,
there's a $50,000 reward out.
All right, let me try to let me see if I can pull it up on the stage. Yeah, I want to watch a quick thing of it, or
knock it out.
All right, let's roll it.
Might as well.
Let me load it up. Hold it down.
Might as well.
Let's do share screen. So for all the new people coming in, hit that like button, like and subscribe so we could get this out to more people. Welcome to Late Night Lime. So here we go. So this is the video right here.
NBC News. As investigators search for Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy. Today, authorities providing the most information yet, including new details about that purported ransom note received by multiple news outlets. Law enforcement still not certain it's authentic, but officials say it included a deadline for today at 5 p.m. local time there in Tucson. They also released key details described in the note, including references to Nancy Guthrie's Apple Watch and a floodlight outside of her home that made them take the note seriously. But we should mention those details may have been publicly available. The sheriff's office in Arizona also revealing that something, possibly a person, was detected on Nancy's home security camera the night she went missing. We'll also have more on that heartbreaking video, Savannah and her siblings reaching out to their missing mother, Nancy, and to her possible captor. We have 2 reports tonight, but we want to start with Liz Kreutz on the ground in Tucson.
Tonight, authorities revealing several new and potentially critical details about the abduction of Nancy Guthrie.
Right now, we believe Nancy is still out there.
The update from the sheriff and FBI coming just hours after that emotional video Savannah posted with her siblings pleading for her mother's safe return.
Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again.
For the first time, the sheriff's department outlining a rough timeline for Nancy's disappearance. They say after dinner at her daughter's house Saturday night, Nancy was brought home by a family member at 9:48 p.m. At 9:50, her garage door closed. Then at 1:47 a.m., the doorbell camera disconnected. At 2:12, software detected movement on a camera. And at 2:28, Nancy's pacemaker app disconnected. The sheriff tells me they haven't been able to access any home surveillance video, and they currently have no suspect or person of interest.
Is this a professional abduction? It seems like they did not make any mistakes.
I can't say that. I don't know. As we move, we'll learn if they made mistakes. I don't know of a perfect crime.
The FBI also addressing the reported ransom note sent to 3 different news outlets, saying it referenced an Apple Watch Nancy owned and floodlights at her house, information that's publicly available. He also said the note has a deadline.
The ransom note that was distributed to the media did make a demand for 5 p.m. today. And if a transfer wasn't made, then I think a second demand was for next Monday.
The special agent in charge says they're still investigating the legitimacy of the ransom note and that there's been no contact so far with any potential abductor.
In a normal kidnapping case, there would be contact by now.
Authorities arresting a man last night for sending a hoax ransom demand to Savannah's sister and brother-in-law.
To those imposters who are trying to take advantage and profit from this situation, we will investigate and ensure you are held accountable for your actions.
The FBI now offering a $50,000 reward for any information that leads to Nancy or an arrest. For now, the investigation continues after 5 days of searching, waiting, and praying.
What gives you hope that Nancy is still out there?
So I think we got enough context on that one, man.
Definitely.
Man, what will possess you to take? What age would you put on her? What age would you put on her?
Oh, she's 84. And if I thought that, maybe it was about a dementia where she just walked off, which does happen, not with all them details now.
Yo, I'm thinking that somebody was in the house when she came home, because they dropped her off, but I doubt they probably even went inside.
Well, somebody could have followed her in, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, somebody could have already been in there when she got home.
Yeah, because they said something about the garage door closing. But if you got dropped off, why did the garage door close?
Right.
No,
so it
people go
seemed
to the
like
garage.
it was exited. That's what the movement was when they came out. So I mean, this is allegedly. I'm just speculating. But if I had to guess, it seemed like somebody might have been there waiting for her. Now, of course, they found blood, I think, so it was an abduction of some sort. Who and why? That's the question. That's things that they need to find out. But it's definitely a messy situation.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, man. All right, let's roll into the first one for tonight. Let's roll into the first one for the night.
That was like the add-on.
Yeah. I just wanted to start it off and test it out.
Great for her family.
Indeed. And Lil Jon, his son done went missing last Tuesday.
Yeah, I heard about it.
I seen that too, yeah.
27, but these couple of pictures I saw of him recently, he done shaved his head, shaved his eyebrows, so I don't know if he having a manic episode or something, but pray for everybody.
These are crazy for the top of the year, abductions or people who are missing.
Famous people.
Famous people's family.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a strange trend.
I'm seeing it more and more. And, well, I don't want to get too controversial.
Okay, so let's hold it on until after this.
Yeah, because I'm going to say some stuff that's going to get me in some hot water.
All right, cool. So let's roll to the next one. Yeah, man, let's pray for her. Hope she returns safe. All right, let's go on to the first one.
I really can't stand people that try to act like sex is not an important part of a relationship. Because if you really feel like that, then let your partner have sex with somebody else and you just be cool with it. Huh? You're the type of person who be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it all the time. Or I just don't. Babes, if our sexual chemistry is not matching, if what we're doing in the bedroom is not satisfying me, I'm not going to be with you. Like, I'm so sorry. It's nothing against you. It's not saying you're a bad person or whatever the case may be. But babes, we could just be friends. We could just be cool. I don't have to be in a full-blown loving relationship with you because we don't have that sexual chemistry. And for motherfuckers who be like, that's not that important, lie to your motherfucking self, bitch, because I'm the type of bitch, I could be your friend. But if we ain't fucking, then we ain't in a relationship. Like, fuck is we doing?
So, is there any truth to what she just stated?
100%.
I don't think so. Who hurt her?
Everything she said was right.
Hell no. Hell no. Like, I gotta be breaking down your walls for us to work out.
No, all right. Well, I see where you're going with it, but I think
that's what you got out of that.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Deal.
Yeah. So Isaac said yes.
I think
Who else?
should be trust and respect. Second only person.
All right, let's put it on the screen.
Yeah,
I think a relationship should be trust,
Okay.
trust and respect. Sex is only perks. Yes, that's true. But what she's saying, if the chemistry not there, all of that trust ain't working.
You can work on that though. You can work on that. Everything can be worked on, man. Give it time.
I do agree.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you're not wrong.
There's a but.
I understand what she's saying, and she's not lying.
No,
I mean, yeah, we know there's a lot of things there that's missing, that's chopped up. But when you really think about it, she's right.
So what I get from it is what you're looking at it from the point of view of. Let's go back to the original point. The original point was sex is not a big deal, but now it's the same thing you're saying. If you're married or you're in a relationship, if sex ain't a big deal, well, let somebody have sex with your girl. What you gonna say?
Exactly.
I would say that's weird. Okay, just because I got a toy don't mean I gotta share it. You understand? Like, come on, it's mine. It's mine. Why do I have to share it?
Right, but that's her point. So in that essence of when people get into certain relationships, they try to make it seem like it's not a big deal, but
it is.
If your girl is packing and she plow, you know what I'm saying?
I just think it's strange to say like, oh, if it's not a big deal, let her just go do anybody. Like, come on, that's an extreme. That's
the extreme. You need to see it.
Yeah, so that's what she's basically saying. If you don't think it's important, let them go do it with somebody else.
Exactly.
Because it's not important.
There's a reason why she's saying that. She young, she dumb,
she
full of that
shit. You got to think about it though. Like, of course she's young, but what she's saying is still correct. I don't think it matters what age you are. Now, it don't always work out like that in life. There's a lot of compromises.
She ain't making them though.
But if you could find that right person, you don't need to compromise.
Man, listen, sometimes somebody don't feel like it. Go get the toy, go get the rose, you feel me? We'll make it work when we make it work. And if I'm not doing something right, communicate. Let's work it out. But like, you're just gonna go and do somebody else.
You telling me, right? So you telling me, because we're already there. You done hitting it, and you okay with the lady just pulling out a rose out the drawer and finishing off? Or you'd rather hear some snores?
I mean, if I gave it my all and it's not enough for you, hey, I'll see you in the morning. That's what a relationship is. We get another chance. But you throw all that out the window just so you could get slammed? Come on, dog. Sex is more than a want, it's a need. Yes, it's a need.
Yes.
But you're going to get it when I give it to you.
Medicine.
So let's add some context to this.
Okay.
So,
context.
In some relationships, people are not having sex. So some people are in marriage and they're in I forgot the exact term, but they call it, what's the term now? It just slipped.
Non-monogamous relationships?
Not non-monogamous, but they're in married relationship, but they don't have sex. They say like a certain percent of marriage is sexless. People are married and it's sexless. Yep. So if you're not in one of those, you wouldn't know. But they said certain, I can't remember the exact amount where they said is like, there's a large percent of marriage that are sexless. And ladies, that's their defense. There's like, so
a lot of married women have they cheat.
Let's see. Hold it down. Let me see how much.
Wow, that short's feed is making a difference. You see,
definitely.
We're getting a lot of response tonight. But yeah, man, I'm with her on this.
Man, listen, you in a relationship, y'all wake up together. Hopefully you eat breakfast together, talk, watch TV, converse about your day, this and that. Sex is only a small part of the day.
Man, she still got to be choked once in a while. Let her know I am still here. And you know what? She wants it just as bad. So I've never met a woman that don't like to be choked. Respectfully.
Oh Lord. Considering our ethnicity and whatnot, you got to be careful with that because some women bruise. You feel me? It ain't about like. There's the consequences that come after, my boy.
Everyone likes it.
Right.
I'm gonna have a class.
People burn red, but boy, you feel me?
You gotta know how to handle that. You don't want to leave marks.
Oh,
she'll let you know how. She'll let you know the pressure and how much to apply.
What the hell you going?
If it's blue, you probably went too far.
If it's blue, you gonna be looking like the Savannah Guthrie thing. What? Somebody going to jail.
So what I was going to say was, based on the Google search I just did, it I asked it how much of marriage is sexless. It said roughly 15 to 20%.
That number changed.
I didn't do a full dive.
Is that just through America?
Well,
I don't know. Let's put in America.
Because when you get to other countries, the numbers are different. I'm sure that is America.
15-20%, but I mean, if they still going, something going right.
Yeah, that was America. But it says the demographics such older rates can get high as 40%. So the older you get, that percentage go up. So about yeah.
I bet you 40%. They stay together though. Like Gavin said, she making that food, I'm not leaving.
That food, I ain't leaving.
I agree. If she cooking and cleaning,
yeah, you know how it is. Once a relationship is doing good, everybody's doing their part. It works like a engine, like a Ferrari. But all she is saying is that right there makes it even better.
Definitely, I agree because that's what I was saying. It's like, yo,
she wants to choke her soul.
She for the streets. She for the streets.
No,
she for the streets.
She for the streets. She want trains. She want planes. She want automobiles.
She has a heart.
Yeah, her heart is in the wrong place. It's down low. It's down low.
She's with that one person. She didn't talk about being with multiple people. That is her person. That one person.
If you in a relationship, as she said, and it's not working out for her, and she dipped for the next man that can give her that grand slam, she for the streets.
That's a good question. That's what we need the ladies on the panel, because the ladies would have been able to answer this.
Agreed.
Well, the way I'm looking at it is like, if you understand that you don't connect with that person, do you? Because she didn't get married yet. She's still a young girl.
She ain't getting married.
Well, elaborate.
Listen, I don't think porn stars get married. That's what she looking for.
Damn.
But that don't have to be a porn star.
Cardi beat her.
What she want? That's what she want.
So let's put it like this. So if a lady is a freak, that's not a Cardi B. It got some ladies that ain't freak that you don't know.
Right. I mean, she don't come off to me like that. It seemed like she's pretty genuine, and she wants to find a relationship that she connects with on that level as well as everything else. So it's quite obvious that the person at that time ain't ringing the bell. They just playing around the hole, but they ain't ringing it.
So the question is,
what other boxes that individual is checking off for her that she's overlooking?
Oh, I'm sure she's missing a lot of stuff, but this is her main focus. Basically, once she gets this, everything else around it is perfect and beautiful.
It sounds good until that man ain't emotionally available, until he not doing X, Y, and Z. But he could put it down. No, unacceptable.
All right. So let me pose a question to you, Brendan. Right. So we ain't gonna argue too much. Let me pose a question. Knowing the circumstances, we know each other things. If it's the opposite way around, where the guy makes money but the lady ain't holding it down, should he leave?
No.
All right. State your position.
We need to be men of status. We need to be men of good morals. All right. If that's the woman that you are involved with, that you are invested with, you're going to work it out with her. You're going to talk with her. Hey, these are the changes that we need to make. Are you willing to make these changes? If you're doing your all, if you're doing absolutely everything to maintain that relationship, then you're doing what you're supposed to do. You can't just leave when things get rough.
Well, all right, cool. So what if she say no? I'm playing devil's advocate. What if she say no?
You know, I mean, I tried to work it out with you. I tried to compromise, and I see that that's not what you want to do, and so we have to part ways.
Okay.
But at least we trying first. You know, you can't just be like, "Oh, she ain't giving it up. I'm out." Nah. And that's the difference between that and this lady of the streets.
But she wasn't for the streets. She was just saying, if sex is not important, let me leave and let you see what's going to happen. In that sense, she wasn't saying that she was going to leave. She was saying, if it's not important, you know what I'm saying? If it's not important, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. Let your girl leave and see what happens, or let your guy leave and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So
metaphorically speaking, is that
her
conscious?
Oh, someone wants to see the full clip again? Let's run it back.
Lord.
All right, run the clip back.
Let's run it back.
Yeah, you get us in trouble.
Let's see if we put all this in here. It goes.
I really can't stand people that try to act like sex is not an important part of a relationship. Because if you really feel like that, then let your partner have sex with somebody else and you just be cool with it. Huh? You're the type of person who be like, oh, you know, I don't feel like doing it all the time, or I just don't. Babes, if our sexual chemistry is not matching, if what we're doing in the bedroom is not satisfying me, I'm not going to be with you. Like, I'm so sorry. It's nothing against you. It's not saying you're a bad person or whatever the case may be, but babes, we could just be friends. We could just be cool. I don't have to be in a full-blown loving relationship with you because we don't have that sexual chemistry. And for motherfuckers who be like, that's not that important, lie to your motherfucking self, bitch, because I'm the type of bitch, I could be your friend. But if we ain't fucking, then we ain't in a relationship. Like, fuck is we doing?
Did y'all hear that, though?
But I still agree with her, though.
My God.
You're not talking about a marriage. They're not talking about a marriage.
That's how we get to the marriage, man. Come on, man. Yes, Gavin. She put the streets. You heard it. She said, "I'm the type of bitch." All right, y'all heard that. Stop that.
Now I'm with her, bro. I'm with her. I want a lady with that energy. My lady
She gonna leave you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She gonna leave you.
Hey, Brandon.
She gonna say dig deeper. You gonna be like, I ain't got no more. I'm going.
Hey,
that's it.
Hey, Brandon. I saw it. I saw it. Yeah, she for the streets.
Yeah, no amount of choking.
I ain't changing my position.
No amount of choking gonna keep her.
No, she like to be choked. She definitely like to be choked.
She do, but I'm saying no amount of choking gonna keep her.
No. We gonna let her go. But I mean, when you really think about the question she posed, I mean,
exactly. I'm going off the question.
Yeah, going off the question, she's correct. But yeah, she at the end there, she exposed herself a little bit.
Indeed. Y'all can have her.
Huh?
Y'all can have her.
Damn. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
You don't own the rights to the music, though.
Nope. Not at all.
But Project Pat said the best. Not that one.
What's the name? Says she for the streets too.
Who said that? Let's see. She.
Gavin know what it is.
Because she. I'll be honest, and this one is in closing. I go back. I don't think she's for the streets. She just clearly stating what she wants, because I feel the same thing.
Yo,
If it ain't hitting for me,
listen,
in the early stage, I'm moving on, because you got to remember, when you started dating, if a lady is like this, yes, we added to this, but it's like this. If you meet a chick and it ain't what you expect,
yeah,
I'm gonna save you some time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save you some time.
Well,
And that's the thing. We're putting her in a category where she's in a committed relationship, and because she said we could be friends, but like this, if you're in that early stage, we're talking early stage, and it sounds like early stage, and that's why it might come off like she for the streets. She just said it's like this, and what we getting confused is she know what she wants. Is the same thing. If I know what I want, don't give me something else. I know what I want. And yeah, I could see if she was running. No, but she just said exactly what she wants. She was straightforward. She ain't for the street. She just know what she want. Why am I settle for something that you ain't satisfying it? And guess what? Like you said, you fall asleep on I fall asleep and she with the rolls all night. I'm over here.
I mean, I got
now she walking around despising me to hold it. This, you know what I'm saying? This.
yo, it looked like when she was making that video, homeboy just finished knocking it.
He probably left.
See her hair, like he was just choking the crap out of her.
I mean, she came to the internet with that for a reason.
She was like feeling it, euphoric feeling, just. But yeah, I mean, I gotta stand on what she said though. I'm with her on that.
Yeah,
but
that's all right. I'm in the minority.
Even if you start out like that, that could always change. Things change. You know.
Yeah. I agree.
I've been married. I was married. You know, I've been in relationships, so you know, things change. But I think it's always something that attracts you to that person that allows you to commit. And it's not always about sex.
No. I agree with that.
You got to connect on other levels too, because when sex ain't really working, you got other things that you guys dealt with before. So, but going back to what she said, to close everything, yes.
Yeah.
Even if Brandon thinks she's for the streets, you learn a lot of things in these streets. That's how a lot of people learn today. She's probably not book smart, but you put her on the street and she'll probably make a Billy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree with it. See, they agree with me, so I know I'm winning.
I'm saying, come on, you probably murdered. You already know what it is, and you don't agree with it. That's what.
No, but I'll give you this, Brandon. I'll give you this. What you stated was for a committed relationship, and that's what I like about it. There was nothing wrong with what you said. I was just basing it off of what she was saying. You get what I'm trying to say? You have the core values for a strong relationship.
But he's digging deeper into her.
Yeah.
But he could be right too. But to answer your question and what was posed, yeah, I'm with her.
All I'm saying in closing is if she don't like what I'm putting down, let's have a performance review. Let's see what I can improve upon.
You taking it to HR?
I got you.
Taking it to HR?
I'm definitely taking it to HR. I'm not losing my job over this. I can do better. Right? But I need guidance.
Okay.
I respect that. I definitely respect that. All right. So let's roll into the next one.
I just feel like you guys are so dramatic about this whole ICE thing. Like, relax. It's not like they're doing you people like Emmett Till. It's not like they're eating your people. It's not like they did you like Henrietta Lacks. It's not like the Tuskegee experiment. Y'all are only just being put in camps and being deported. You are being so dramatic. Like, there's relax. 399 more years to go. It's only been one fucking year. Relax. Like, you're being a little too dramatic. It's not that bad. Y'all don't like being treated black. 999 more years to go and a couple weird experiments, then we'll talk.
Okay.
So, all right, I go to you, Brandon. You that one struck a nerve with you. What do you think?
Even if people think it's not their problem, the comparison is unnecessary. That don't,
Okay.
like, we cannot do the them versus us. Oh, that's how they doing it. No, either you sympathize or you don't. But man, you out here bringing comparisons to it, unnecessary. That was just. Ugh.
I respect that. I respect that.
So who was she imitating?
I wish I knew it. I hope that's not her regular man.
Is that how she feels like they're portraying everything to be? Because a lot of people have been saying that they've been trying to find ways to get Black Americans into what's going on with all this ICE out here. There's been a lot of people talking about that. And when you see something like this, you wonder who's putting it out. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Or that's the vibe that they're getting back. Because I see that's not the first person I see make
right. She's acting that out.
Yeah, but that's not the first person I seen made that reference. And it's due to the strategies that I think that they're using to mobilize people.
Right.
So I could see it's like this. Brandon, you stated that well. I got to give you credit there. The comparison is horrible, but I think the people that they're employing for Black people to mobilize people is an old civil rights type movement. And once you go there, most people would take it there.
Yep.
You know what I'm trying to say? And I think that's where she's coming from. Would I have done that like that? No, but I could understand some of the sentiments. But and go ahead, P.
No, I was just thinking like they compare the deportation with things like major things that's happened within Black American community, horrible things.
Yep.
And it's living in this, living in as a Black American because I came here when I was 9 years old. But growing up in the culture, I understand where they're coming from when Black Americans talk about the way other people come here and treat the culture. And when you see something like this, you could definitely look at it and be like, why can't y'all just leave us alone? Like, why y'all gotta? Because it seems like they're trying to pick a fight to bring Black Americans into this ICE situation for no reason. They're just on the side minding their business. Like, listen, this is not for us. This is not our fight. And when I see something like this, they're looking for Black Americans to get involved, or they're trying to get them involved. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Okay. I do agree. The only thing I don't see is the reason I can't get behind some of these causes is because I don't even want to go that direction, man. I don't even want to go that direction.
Around the PP hole.
I know that's what this administration voted for, and that's what they campaign on. You get what I'm trying to say? But these people are fighting. The ones that drive me crazy are the like you said, we had that one before where we was watching the video where they were barricading themselves into that community, and they were self-policing their own community. And it's like
that was to keep ICE out.
Right. But what is ICE there for? To keep these same people out. That's my point. So if you're self-policing ICE, but ICE is self-keeping for the world, for people don't come in the country or get people out the country, it kind of defeats the point. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we know there are a couple people that got killed, or you know what I'm saying, the situation that happens, the casualty of war. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that, but they still got to do their job, because if not, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? We can't go to Colombia and just walk in. You can't walk into Colombia. You can't walk into Brazil. You can't walk into Mexico. You can't just walk. You know what I'm saying? You can't do any of these things.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. You go to any country, your visa run out, let them catch you and see what's going to happen. They're going to throw your butt right in jail and deport you back to the U.S. Trust me, it does happen. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we seen it where it's like, yo, even you're on a boat, if you don't know if you're in a next country waters, but you going to jail.
Yeah.
You going to jail.
If the Coast Guard catch you.
So this one was a little weird. Her sentiments in the way how she depicted, but I think those are the people that they're putting in front of to mobilize Black people or to mobilize minorities into that situation. That's why I feel that. Yeah. But Brandon, you're right. You know what I'm saying? The comparison is weird, but it's the strategy and what some people are using to mobilize certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can get behind that. But her delivery, everything.
Any closing remarks on this one?
I just want to respond to Gavin. He said it's weird because ICE just targets any person of color at this point. So I feel everybody's involved now. No. If I was to get stopped, I'd just be, hey, I'm an American citizen, show my ID, keep it pushing. It's part of the job. I don't know why they would target me forever, but Wait, what? Hold up, Gavin, comment. Why is ICE?
Yeah, when he said, why have they only killed Americans so far?
That young lady with her vehicle, you can't put people in harm's way when you got that vehicle. And then the other individual, you can't go to a protest with a pew-pew. Just things that you can avoid these things happening.
So let's clarify that for you a little bit. You can go.
Yes.
You can go. It was legal for what he did, but would I
wouldn't advise it.
I won't advise it because trust me, I won't advise it.
Right.
And if you did, you wouldn't approach law authorities or whoever with it.
I mean, I in my life as an African American, I definitely wouldn't. I'm not Kyle Rittenhouse or anybody like that, so I wouldn't advise it. And I wouldn't do it. That's all that is.
Because trust me, let me give you a perfect example. You remember growing up on a basketball court and cops used to pass by? Well, growing up in the hood, right? If the basketball court was too close to the street, the hood dudes, they would never leave their bags close to the thing. They will always put it over in the bushes. I never understood why, right? Because if cops run up on the basketball court, most of them got pew-pews. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So even if you're running your bag in the bush, you could come back and get it later. You know what I'm saying? But this is kind of like that situation. Knowing if I got a pew-pew, right? And this is if it's registered or unregistered, I know bullets gonna fly. They are, he got a gun. So we already know how to move. We're not gonna have some kind of weapon on us. So you know what I'm saying? They shoot first, then ask question later.
Exactly.
But I agree. It's to a certain degree. It's like this. The loss of life is always bad.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But you're the only person that could protect your life. I don't think you should put your life at risk for a cause that people are doing their job. Yes, you could protest. Yes, you could have a gun. Yes, the first and second amendment, you have those freedoms. You have those rights. You know what I'm trying to say? But I know me and I know my freedoms. I'm not going to a park with a gun or going to fight cops because I know it could end up bad for me and my livelihood because I don't know. That's the next question. How are these people getting arrested and finding jobs or putting food on their table? I know if you got a felony or something, you can't get a job.
You hit.
Going back to what Gavin said, why is it only Americans killed? I heard something about the administration. Well, I'm not going to go too deep in it, but it came out that they were wishing those were people of color. So it would basically intensify the situation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it has been weird that both of them have been, you could say, white Americans. You know, they're in the fight, they're out there, you know, and it's a very different situation. But like I said, they trying to bring Black Americans out there. Like, why you ain't out here protesting with us? You know, and
I got one.
What's that?
So it might be unpopular, right? It's not my position, but one thing I did see was in the election, right? And I'm not going to get into conspiracy theory and all of that stuff. We talk about real stuff. This is our thing, right? But I'm not going to go in the deep end, right? So what was the purpose? Let's go back 2 years when Biden was office and they were saying, hey, the borders are closed. What was the flooding of migrants to the U.S. for?
To get them to vote.
The main goal was to, like, in some ways, replace certain individuals. Because you remember when Trump was speaking, he was talking about the black vote.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If it was for the black vote or the replacement of black people to get these undesirable jobs, right? I'm just saying, hey, if that was the thing, if you use that tactic to replace those minority people, why would these minority people now come back and fight for the same people that was trying to replace them?
You know, I was going to lead into that too. But yeah, I mean, black Americans feel like a lot of these Latino people that had Latino for Trump wanted Black Americans to get deported, not knowing Black Americans, they were born here, they're Americans. You know, and there was a lot of controversy about that stuff. But now Black Americans are like, listen, y'all getting deported, we're going to sit this one out. Because
that's 50-50. And that's 50-50 because I know some, because you can't deport Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans are Americans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this.
But we do have talking about the Puerto Ricans. Because
right.
let me say this real quick. 60% of ICE agents are Hispanic.
Right. And it would make sense because some of them could be from Puerto Rico what I was trying to say is what I was going to say
other countries.
Right. I attest to that in the last conversation we had when we were speaking, and I was saying it would make sense, right? It would make sense that they get people from the origins or the place of the migrants that has come to America to help in the translation of what's going on. If a detainee or someone that's being detained is happening. So I get that. That makes sense. But what I was going to say was most of these people, like, I lost my train of thought, but most of these people that's coming, like Puerto Rico, that's what I was going to say. Like I think they be mixing up some of these Spanish cultures. You get what I'm trying to say? Because
right.
I definitely think they be mixing up some of them because you definitely have the Puerto Ricans, the Spanish, and all that. And trust me, yes, that's where you will always get that crowd that's saying, yeah, we voted for Trump. And they would take that same crowd and try to blend it in with like the Cubans or Mexicans to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying?
Why do you think they cover their faces? They cover their face. But no, there's a reason. Because they don't want to know what nationality they are.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. It goes deeper than that.
Oh, I think so. I mean, one, I think they should, because it keeps them protected from people who know who they are. So on that level, they should. But I think that was one of the main reasons. Because what you're finding out is some of these cats can't even speak English. Some of them can't even speak English.
I don't know about that, but I can
I
understand.
definitely know about that. I've seen some of these videos. Like this, why there's so many of them. All of them don't need to speak English.
I'm gonna push back on that. That don't make
translate.
sense because they need to understand the Constitution in order to actively to enforce what's going on. If you're telling me I'm here and you have a native Spanish speaking person and they don't know how to tell me the law, I'm gonna still win because I'm gonna take it file a lawsuit. So
It
they
don't
won't
matter.
go,
It don't
they
matter.
won't go that far.
Listen, the president's gonna pardon them. They ain't never going to.
He will
they
still
have authority
lose based
over
on
whatever they want to do.
So granted, I do agree. You need to have diversity of people for this process that's going out. But to say, yo, we got somebody that speaks full like Spanish and they don't understand English.
The president could bring in whoever he wants.
I agree with that. I'm not saying no to that.
That's what's going down.
They're covering their faces because this is an unpopular position to be in. Lord knows, I just saw a video of a black man. His mask came down a little bit, and they had the audacity to call him a house N-word because he was.
So hold on. So let's pause. Right. Let's transition to that same video. Let's transition to that one. So let's transition to that one. All right. Let's go ahead and do that one.
All right. Go ahead.
That kind of energy, like we should rip people apart from their families.
Are you a man?
Wow. Wow, is that a question?
Wow.
Okay. How do you feel about ripping people from their families? Does that feel good?
Fucking house nigga here. Sir, I need to move. Fucking house nigga working for the fucking KKK. What the fuck's wrong with you people?
Why are you calling a woman a man?
Sir,
I mean, what kind of a guy does that?
Fucking house nigga, bitch.
Go look for your fucking slave monkey.
So this is the state. When I seen this is the conclusion I came to when I seen this, right? Look at you now have, it's weird because what it says. Yeah. But now you have this is the world we're living in, right? And it's perfectly all right, right? You know, is you have people when they're arresting people where they need to make the right determination in how they call people. You know what I'm saying? He had to get it right, and they all of them were trying to correct him. Oh, you're trying to call him man? I'm like, that's not the point right here. You know what I'm saying? And I think he did it spitefully what he said.
He definitely did.
But that point is the part that draw, you know what I'm saying?
Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he you know, Lord, you in the process of doing your job. You don't need to understand these people's gender or what they identify as. Get in the car. Get in the car. That's all you had to do.
I agree. I agree.
You know, just because things ain't going your way. Again, both parties are wrong. He didn't have to misgender anybody. He could have just gotten a vehicle, but they didn't have to escalate and be out here calling him, you know.
So let me ask this question. All right. How do you know?
Which one?
The misgender. How do you know?
So the individuals that were with this protester identified this individual as a female. And although the voice had bass deeper than mine, the individual had long hair and a mask, and so we can't assume their gender.
There you go. He said it. You do not know. So any guess that I make could be wrong. Right?
Yes.
It's like this. What if I try my hardest to figure out your thing and be like, oh, yes, ma'am. And you be like, no, I'm a dude. You still wrong. You still misgender somebody. You need to first make communication and be like, hey, how you doing? And build that rapport now you got to build a rapport to figure out what this person identified. Should you go through that in a that chaotic state?
And being politically correct, yes. So instead of "Are you a man?" as any black guy like us would have said, it's I'm sorry, what do you identify as?
Show me your goddamn ID and get your bitch ass in the car.
It's so many words.
Story over. That's it. Like, give me your ID. I don't care if it's purple. Look, I got fucking, look at my hair. You know what I'm saying? I've seen dudes that look like women that look like dudes. Give me your ID. Let me see what that says. It's going to say you're a boy. Get your in the car. That's it. That's it.
They was just asking him a very nasty question. No need to identify either way. Just get in the car.
Yo, these protesters, man, they are violent with the words, man.
Oh, definitely.
These words are they're nouns. There's the nouns on top of extra nouns.
I mean, look, just remember, he getting that extra $10K a year as long as he stays those 5 years.
Yeah.
Just be quiet, get in the truck.
Exactly.
Well, police, I've heard security guards get called at. I mean, it's once you're in any type of law enforcement, that's a word that you might hear at some point.
Yeah,
you know, because eventually you're going to deal with, a situation. So,
but that's the thing, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like the way law enforcement speaks to regular people. I don't think law enforcement officers should be allowed to cuss or do all this other stuff. You need to maintain your professionalism, no matter what they call you. Rise above the law.
You ain't been to other countries, man.
What you mean?
Yo, if they said what they said to a cop in another country,
gun butt.
Oh, I know. They have you on the floor.
Yeah, it's a whole different situation.
It's a whole different outcome. You go to jail for cursing in other countries. So let me tell you
at a cop?
Not even at a cop. So we was in the islands one time playing basketball, me and my brother, right? Mm-hmm. Me and him did playing basketball. And most of the cops' cars, some of them are marked, some of them are unmarked. And me and my brother on the basketball court, 3 in your face, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He came around. Come on. F that boy. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know the cop there, and he watching us. He walk up, I could take 2 of y'all to jail right now. What you talking about? He's like, we ain't cussed at you. It's like, no, you can't curse, period, around cops.
Mm-hmm. Even like in my cousin got the bar in Tobago. We'll check out Glasgow Bar in Palatavir, Tobago. You can't play cursing in the music the music that's played.
Yeah, certain songs get banned. Yep, yeah.
You can't have no curse words and stuff like that.
But now it changed though. Back in the days, I remember.
No, it's still like that.
Yeah,
like
the country.
When he has certain functions and it's like on a Saturday or whatever. No, the music can't have no cursing in it. It's like laws of the land that's still there, man.
Yeah, yes. Like some certain song. I remember what rap song it was. I think it was.
Yo,
I can't remember.
You know how many artists got banned from performing in Trinidad? They got banned from there because they went there, so was cursing on stage.
Yeah, early 90s, 2000. It was like that, but now you hear it more. You hear more stuff because even the regular culture in their music now they start to have profanity in it. But before, like I remember big hits like rap songs. They wouldn't play. They wouldn't play on radio or whatever because it was banned. So once it's banned, DJs can't play it. But it's like that in Jamaica too. Like all those islands, it's like that. But as you go through, you start to learn. Hey, they just don't play it on like a TV station or commercial and stuff like that. But it got real chills. But back in the days, you couldn't play it. If you play that song, the party's done. The cops coming in, shut it down.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's why a lot of people come to America because of freedom of speech. You know what I'm
saying? That
freedom of speech.
That's Second Amendment, so they can't do nothing.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying, freedom of speech and that Second Amendment. So trust me, that's why if we go back to that, right, and we go back to immigration, if the world comes to America and they try to make it where they're from, right, and try to bring their rules and their traditions and yes, you could bring some of that, but you can't change it to where you come from. It ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. It's like, I see a lot of people try to do it, but I see a lot of people try to do it, but it ain't gonna work out.
Just gotta blend it. That's all.
Yeah, it said we hit 100 views, man. Definitely, thanks, guys. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, we hit 100 views. Yeah.
Yeah, that short's working, boy.
Thanks, man. Thanks. But yeah,
all of you.
So, we forgot to say. So, even if you guys want to come up on the panel and share your thoughts, the link is all the way at the top. So, we're in StreamYard. If you want to join the conversation, we're not scared, man. We just talk, have general conversation, share your points. Keep stuff. Share your points. Share your points. We don't really control you too much. You know what I'm saying?
We just linemen.
Yeah, we're just chilling in linemen. So, we ready to roll into the next one. Any closing thoughts on this one? But it was good how you catch that. I had that video, I had that clip loaded to go today.
Lord. Man, let's just all be respectful. If everybody can do their job, you can disagree with them, but let's all just be respectful. We can still get things done with respect.
Definitely. What about you, P?
Yeah, I'm good with that. That's good.
All right.
Respect.
All right, let's load up the next one. Oh, I got one for you.
Dale. O está entrando el tipo. Lo metiste para ahí. Lo metiste para ahí. Sácamelo de ahí, muévete. Sácamelo de ahí. Muévelo. Muévelo al tipo que tú tienes ahí metido. Sácamelo. Sácamelo de ahí. Muévete, que me lo saque. Que me lo saque. Que le guarda hoy, heavy. El vecino está ahí. El vecino está ahí. Yo lo vi. Está ahí, sácamelo de ahí. No vaya a llorar, mujer del diablo. No vaya a llorar. No vaya a llorar, que yo no cojo esa. Sácamelo de ahí. Sácamelo de ahí, mira dónde lo metió. Quita la mano.
Espérate.
No va a quitar la mano. No la va a quitar. No la va a quitar. Sal de ahí. Mira, sácamelo de ahí. Güey, mira dónde lo metió. ¿Tú estás arreglando qué? ¿Qué es lo que tú estás arreglando? ¿Qué es lo que tú estás?
Everybody's muted.
I'm saying I ain't got no Spanish to know what's going on there.
So
it looked like home came home and dude hid in the closet.
That was underneath the sink.
Yeah, he was under the sink.
And I didn't see that before. When I seen the clip, homeboy had a machete in his hand.
I ain't had to that's why she was so stressed. For real. She was
I don't
nervous.
even know how dudes that
he knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
Homeboy,
I didn't even see the machete. Boy, I want to play that one if I see the machete. YouTube.
Yo. Wow.
But wow, to come home and the dude is underneath the kitchen sink. Yo.
This remind me of that first video. See?
It said Pokemon was doing her because he was doing the sexy time with the 69. Yo, she was panicking. He was like, yo.
I mean, look, machete, I ain't hiding
what's wrong.
So, all right, we could go back to the first one. So that's what could happen if you ain't hitting right. You come home and meet the dude underneath the sink.
I never understood, like, yo, why would you bring somebody to your house? You know what I'm saying? Why?
Yeah.
Like that's the disrespect within itself.
Definitely, I agree, but I think that's when a lady really knows a guy's schedule. When a female fully understands a guy's schedule.
So you think he was out somewhere or he wasn't supposed to be back?
Exactly.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
Because she knows her husband's schedule so well that it's like, all right, he's a structured guy.
Today I don't feel good.
Exactly.
You know what? Probably got some Usher tickets or some Chris Brown tickets.
Yeah, he got that back signal. He got that back tingling signal. It's like, I don't feel good today, man. I'm gonna just take it to the house and wrap it up.
But this is it's in Spanish. So yes. It's in one of these Spanish speaking countries. Was that Mexico?
I don't know. No, it says Dominican Republic. So it was in Dominican Republic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to
that
pull it when I seen the machete. I didn't see that on the first glance.
Yeah, you ain't know that dude was in there.
No, I didn't know. I knew the dude was in there, but I didn't see the machete.
Oh, that was a different type too. It had a
it was the
broad
blunt
bottom.
edge. The blunt edge. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's pretty dangerous.
Right. So when I seen the preview of it, I didn't see it. But when I hear the clink clink, I know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So I automatically knew what it was.
So how you think he got out of that?
He got out because it made the news. I think it made the news. So he definitely got out. Because trust me, I think if like it's one of those situation where even though you're mad, he's too tempered in the sense like, yo, he know he's underneath there. He just want to confirm and he gonna be on his way. He already know, you know what I'm saying?
You think so?
No,
somebody, you know what? Somebody called him.
Probably.
I think somebody called him. And he had information because like how he gonna know somebody just sitting there in underneath the sink? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he
probably could, if you know someone is, if you know, like it's like this, P, you know your house.
He was recording.
Yeah.
He was the one recording. So yeah, he knew somebody was in there.
Yeah.
So
So
he
it's
probably
like
came over to confirm it.
Yeah. So and even with that, you ain't gonna do something on a camera. If you record, you ain't gonna do something on the camera.
Yeah.
But we already know passionate crimes happen. I can't say passionate crime doesn't happen because we've seen it happen a lot. You know what I'm saying? So,
yep.
So you can't say. So definitely, that's what I'm saying. He had to be recorded and he had it in his hand. So, yeah. But yeah, I ain't see the machete on that one. So, yeah.
Yeah, he was about to leave married women alone. I don't know if they married though. It doesn't really say.
So
go to a hotel, go to a motel, a Holiday Inn, somewhere else. I mean, not saying they can't roll up on you, but that ain't the position you want to be in.
Definitely. I do agree with that. Any closing thoughts on this one, Brendan?
Be faithful. You ain't got to worry about getting hurt, feelings or otherwise. Be faithful.
Oh, I gotta push back.
Let me push back on that.
Go ahead.
Bring it.
What if he don't know she in another relationship?
What until he find the people underneath the cabinets?
Right. He could have been there and she goes, "Oh my God, my husband's home." He's like, whoa, you got a husband? What if he ain't know?
Victim of circumstance. You come out from underneath the cabinet, take your licks. Maybe I'll let you leave with a leg and then go home. That's not my problem.
Right. My question was this. Let me tell you my question, Brendan. Mine was slightly different.
I'm listening.
What if that was the same woman that told that man, yo, you ain't hitting it right?
Did we have the conversation towards compromise? Did we get the performance evaluation? Because if we didn't, you're moving mad.
I guess he failed.
If I failed, but you in my house, man, under there playing with the U trap. Nah.
That's the thing. Why bring it home? You know what I'm saying? Like,
good point.
Why bring it home?
I mean, all my stuff is there. You know.
No, but think about it. You won't, it's like this. What in your right mind would let you bring an outsider into something sacred that you have? Because it's like this, that person have access. Why? Why would you know what I'm saying? Because that dude gonna be walking around, damn, this damn woman done had a man up in here. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be, so what I was gonna say to this is, it gotta be a level of where that lady don't respect that dude no more. Because most ladies, she don't respect him no more.
He's checked out of the relationship.
Bringing them in the bed, the same bed.
Yes, same house, everything. Yeah. Unless it's her house, assuming.
Yeah, unless they had a situation where they separated and he left, and some guys just still hung up. But the way that situation went down, it didn't seem like it was that situation. But she was definitely scared.
Definitely. But even with all that, she was still protecting the guy underneath the sink.
Well, the thing is, like, it didn't seem like she was trying to walk around acting like nobody was in there.
No, she was protecting him because
But
if some
then-
ladies, as
but
their
then until they
husband come
opened it-
home,
Huh?
they as their husband come home, they give up that fight like he underneath there. He got a machete. I ain't playing with that boy.
That boy crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's so we're gonna wrap that one. I just had to push back on that one, Brandon. All right, let's roll to the next one. There we go. But that was a good one, though. That was a good one. I wasn't expecting a machete, though.
That shit was Captain Hook.
I really can't stand people that try.
It freeze.
That kind of energy. What?
So, as a black
Switch it
woman,
to the black
you
screen.
ain't never had braids before. But so, how old was you when you had them? So what you was like, you 50 right now. So what you like, 45?
About 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
So 45.
It was my first and last time getting braids.
Last time getting braids. But you call yourself a black woman. You see why I'm starting to side eye you a little bit more? Braids, black people, black women. You don't do your edges. You just, I don't know.
Because I don't do my edges, and I had never had braids before 5 years ago. I call myself a black woman.
The texture of your hair, it's not adding up.
Oh, it's adding up.
You ain't really got beady beads to the back of your head. we ain't cut from the same cloth. That's just how my program.
All right, so this was a situation, and this was for the ladies that was supposed to be on the panel. It was a lady that haven't had her hair like in black style. She always had her hair perm or straight iron or flat. Is she still black? That's the question that was going to be posed.
That's wild.
Hell no. She ain't black.
If we talking about Rachel Dolezal or something, like, okay, you know, are you really black? Like, what? Where's the world coming to? And then she was, because you don't got beady beads, like lowest common denominator. Come on. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, any black people have many different hairstyles.
Indeed.
Exactly.
So many different hairstyles. So that is just a contradiction within itself.
Definitely. So you got some black people with straight hair too. So don't always feel you know what I'm saying? So we got some ladies with straight hair.
I remember when everybody was putting jerry curls in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do whatever you want with it. That's the thing about black hair. You could treat it like and it's gonna still work out.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong.
So the question is that's how society or most black people will consider black people, is they need to have a certain look or certain thing to them to maintain who their identity?
I don't think so. What about you, Brandon?
No, I mean, yeah, I don't think so either. Because I mean, one of the weirdest things I see is go to the islands and you see the white people come out with the Bo Derek braids and the beads. I'm like, y'all look crazy, but that don't make it a black hairstyle, so to speak. You know, it's associated, but it's not ours. It's, you know.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because that was one of the things where it's like, you ever heard the conversation where it'd be like, if like other like let's say like white people get their hair in braids and stuff, people like, oh, it's culture, whatever. I could never understand that.
Yeah.
I could, for the life of me, I could never understand what is it that, if someone out there do, please tell me, where are they getting this nonsense from? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. If go ahead, P.
No, I'm just gonna say some people are just delusional a little bit. They get stuck in that mindset that they feel like people are coming in to hijack certain parts of the culture. You know, they don't want to share with other cultures certain things. And that's what I think we are. Where other people are like, hey, we can all learn from each other.
Yeah. Because I don't understand it. I don't understand. I don't see how a hairstyle makes you any more black or maintain your blackness or whatever.
So that being said, how much y'all ever got your hair braided? Brandon?
Man, I ain't had my hair braided since I was a toddler.
But you've had it braided.
I've had it braided.
All right. What about you, 12?
Yeah, I had long hair. I had hair down on my back.
So we black.
Gavin, peace out.
Definitely. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah.
It's great, Gavin. See you later.
Yeah. And we on here Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 9 p.m. So hopefully you catch us again, but yeah. When I was young, I used to have long hair. I used to look like Bow Wow.
Talking to her because was that like a hairstylist or somebody? Who was she talking to?
She was I guess I can't say who she was, but who
was telling her that?
It gotta be other black person. That's the best I could come up with.
Because
it was a conversation to go down. Like it was strange.
It was weird.
Because it seemed like it was almost a dig too. Like they were going in on her, like a dig, like
yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely weird. Because it was kind of like, yo, why you always looking so bougie? You ain't never looking like you a black girl. Because she could try to be saying you act like you white all the time.
Okay, I can see that.
Without telling her you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You
uppity.
Exactly. I ain't never seen you have braids.
Or you don't take care of your edges.
Like I said, every black person had braids at one point, even when they were small. You know what I'm saying?
But is it because of the role? Because I do understand there's certain hairstyle, like they certain hairstyle are
what she's trying to do, she's trying to hurt her culture. If she could culturally hurt her, she could diminish anything she had coming. She's shutting it down before she even come in the door.
I get you.
She's trying to hit the self-esteem low.
Mm-hmm.
And hit her with the be out of here. Yo, women is trifling, man.
Cool. So that one was weird. That's why I chose that one. I just wanted something a little different twist to it. You guys kind of had the same sentiments when I seen it. It was weird, but I don't think, because I would always want my girls, my daughters, or the person that I'm with to look their best. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't need to see you with BDBs and rough. And yes, you wake up in the morning, but still, I would want to see you looking your best. You know what I'm saying? It's when my daughters get their hair done and they're all, you know what I'm saying? They be acting all flying, you know what I'm saying? But that's what you want to see from your wife and your kids, that your kids looking the best. Well, if you don't got it, you know what I'm saying? I like the little 4 braids, the little four plaits. Those are cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're nice and neat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Any closing on this one?
I don't like that crab in a barrel mentality where the chick was judging her. That's what it seemed. You just trying to pull her down, but to what is it going to accomplish? You gotta lift her up, lift each other up, because that's just, it don't solve nothing. It don't accomplish anything.
Okay. All right. So, Brandon, I'm gonna do this one for you.
All right.
Oh no, I'm gonna go to this one. Here we go.
What do you do if your partner is amazing? Like What do you do if your partner is amazing? Like, he's amazing emotionally, physically. Earlier this year, I had to have 2 brain surgeries. He stayed with me in the hospitals. He even washed my butt some of the times.
Damn.
But he wasn't working for a couple of months, and I'm 24 now. So I basically feel like I'm just real grown, and I just want to know, like, how long.
Tell me more about this 24 or grown. That's not me talking, that's the crowd.
So what's your question?
Basically, like, we haven't been out on any dates or anything recently, and I just want to know, like, how long do I wait before I feel appreciated?
This saying. And you don't feel appreciated. Can't win.
This is at the point that we have to acknowledge people's capacities. Because while you were in your season of being taken care of, he was the one doing the nursing back to health, right? And he could probably still be trying to regain his capacity for himself after spending his year taking care of you. And as you've gotten able to be better and, oh, I feel better now, I want to go on dates, he's trying to process what he just went through. So instead of you saying, how do I get to the space of me feeling appreciated, what have you done to show appreciation to your man for just nursing you back to health?
You said that you're 24 and you're grown, right? I think this is exactly where you showing your age at. I want to offer that you learn the signs of a good man. Because if you don't, you will become an of-age, mature woman that looks back at him and his wife and his family, and you say, I really done.
Before I got into podcasting,
So that was that clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where a young lady had brain surgery.
Two brain surgery.
Two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And she was still feeling unappreciated.
Well, now that she's better, but when he sat with her when she wasn't doing that and she was in the bed, I should say was doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he had went out and partied and just stopped by whenever, would he have been wrong, knowing what she's coming with now? Because he sat with her through both brain surgeries, nursed her back to life, and then now she's finna leave.
Ting Tang said it right. Brain surgery could be affecting her behavior because she is not seeing the forest for the trees to still be asking for X, Y, and Z when this man did so much.
And she old. She 24.
24 and grown.
She old. So I'm grown. She grown.
Grown. Mm.
Yeah. I feel sorry for the young man. I definitely feel sorry for the young man.
Right. He's finding out now who she is.
I get your point. But
rather know now than 2 years down the road. Now he can heal because he's still hurting from bringing her back to life. So now he could just rip the Band-Aid off, go get some ayahuasca and go to Wakanda somewhere, Nigeria. I mean, somewhere, and just relax, clear your mind. And then when you're done with all that, you're going to find yourself. Yeah, man.
Why you got to take a hallucinogen to get back to normal?
Because, dude, like, he just went through a tragic situation. She almost lost her life. You know, and I'm sure, did they say how long the time took from surgery?
I think it was like 2 years. I think it was like 2 years.
Yeah.
Years, and he stuck with her through that. So mentally, he got to be in therapy right now. If he ain't, he need to go.
Not necessarily, right? Not necessarily. I'm gonna push back on that. I do agree he needs to make certain choices, but I'm gonna take Brandon's position here. You gotta sit down. You gotta talk. You gotta work it out.
Nah, man. At some point, Listen, she's already out the door.
Okay, so that's your position on this one.
If she could come to an event like this and talk about this publicly, openly, she's already out. She's just trying to get other people to join her side.
And I feel like that's what they do for a lot of these events. They just looking for somebody to be like, yeah, go on out the door. And I'm glad that these people keep them honest and let them know, no, you ain't right. Because really, I kind of agree with Pete. You got to think about it from the man point of view. 2 years, brain surgery, you're not at full capacity, wiping your butt, taking care of you. That's a lot of work. Being a caretaker and a lover, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's the thing you do when you married with somebody for 30, 40 years, but to do that in the 20s, it's a big deal. And if a person is going to stick through that with you, they don't stick through anything with you at this point.
True.
But she's not really giving a legit reason of why she's leaving, because he ain't get his 3 years back. He ain't get that back. He put 3 years into her. He cleaned her butt, the whole, the dookie juice. He cleaned all that. And as soon as she get back to life, she goes, yo, we ain't been out in a minute. We ain't been out in a minute, yo. What is going on? I'm gonna go see Trevor.
Yeah,
and that's Trevor that was under the sink. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm happy he's finding out now. Get your butt out there, brother. Get far away from the situation. At least you know now, because I guarantee it ain't gonna end good for her. Karma got something coming, and she gonna get it. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I like that one.
They say you shouldn't be disrespecting people because when you're on the way up, man, talk all that mess. Going back down, they're gonna just wave to you.
Comparison is the thief of joy. Amen.
Exactly. Yep. That's exactly what it is. And that is exactly what's going on there. Is sitting on social media, watching it, and going through some of that stuff. And
the comments that some people get is what allows their head space, their frontal lobe, to fluctuate some bullshit. And they believe it. They believe what they seen on TikTok and all of that. All these story times of women talking all this junk. And they only telling half the story, sometimes not even half. 10% of this story is true. And then all this women
what's going on?
Yeah.
Huh?
So we're checking in
from
Memphis.
Lil Thorne from Memphis checking in. Glad to have you here.
Definitely.
Hey, what up?
901. Yeah.
Big up to Memphis.
So let me ask you this question, P.
Go ahead.
Right? What I would ask is, even if he leaves, right? Man, I don't even want to go down that road.
We already did.
Because that's a good man, right? Any man that is willing to sacrifice that time and that effort, that man is ready to make a commitment to a certain degree. And I think she violated that. By kind of going up there and putting that on Front Street, because she was at the point where she, like you said, she was ready to go. She was ready for the streets. She was back. She was ready for the streets. You know what I'm saying? So what would you do in this position? I'm putting y'all in that. What would you do in this position?
If I'm who? If I'm the
guy? The guy, yeah.
I'm out. I'm getting the plane ticket.
But remember, you're committed. You're speaking from the point of view. You just can't. It's like, you remember, you just nurse to the health.
Right. Okay. So do I find out she wants to leave?
Well, yeah, you find this out on social media. You remember, she's out there singing.
Does she tell me? Papers, or I find out why she did. Now, are they married?
No.
Right. So they're not married. So yeah, I think he bit a bullet. Now, if I was that guy, I'd be upset. I'd be hurt. I'd probably be crying for like 3-4 months. depending on how much he loves her, I think he loves her a lot because he stuck with her that long. It's gonna be horrible for him. This is the relationship that's gonna teach him a lesson. He's gonna grow up and be a savage to women. He's gonna become a monster. These are how monsters are created. He's gonna be a billionaire, a damn massive fortune just because of this chick.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the way the cookie crumble.
Yeah, he homeboy was saying leave. It's gonna suck, but yeah, he gotta leave.
I mean, because the thing is this: even if you in this committed relationship, and okay, yeah, I ain't been on no dates. If she's not communicating this with you, how you gonna work on it? You went all the way to this forum to embarrass me on the internet.
Okay.
And it's like, even if these people gave you the answers, they humble you, they tell you, no, you need to, it's too late. You brought it to the wrong people. You're supposed to be talking to me so that we could work these things out.
And you know
brought
what's
it to this panel.
That's like that was like a nationally syndicated show where a lot of black people see it. You know what I mean? So she probably did it knowing he was going to see it.
Yeah. But this was viral. This went viral earlier this week. So this happened this week.
Yeah.
It happened this week. So it's going viral. I've seen this. I came across this early Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. So they just recorded and released it.
So they continued the show. I know at one point a couple of people was leaving.
No, I think the show completed. But yeah, man, that was just clips. That was just clips to get it down into a nice little segment. But
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's if I was him, I wouldn't even look back. But at this point, you should already know that she don't want to be with you. Don't be a sucker and drag it out another 2 years. Just start healing now. Rip the Band-Aid off and run as fast as you can and don't look back.
Okay.
Because eventually she's going to be crawling back to him in another year or two when she's in the shithole. Because whatever she's running, they ain't going to stick it out. They going to just hit and run. Usually that's how it goes. You join the party, you be the party, you part of the party, and then the party leave. When the party die, you by yourself.
Hey, Suckerfish, that's an appropriate name you got there.
What you say?
No, we got so let's do this. So the panel is gonna be balanced. The girls didn't show up, the ladies didn't show up tonight. That's all it is. The ladies didn't show up tonight. So since we got people in here, so this is a panel show. It's gonna be Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 and 12. We want to mix audience. Even if you want to come on the panel right now, the link is all the way at the top. You got to see that the thing. You can share your thoughts. So we're looking for both male and females. Share your thoughts. You definitely gonna hear some opposing arguments. You got to be able to keep your stuff cool. But we let you speak. So if you want to join the panel, the link is up top. You can come have a seat, share your thoughts with us.
Also, to that side of me, over Brandon, there's a QR code. Scan the QR code, and it will take you to all the links to the channel.
Yeah. So we ain't scared. You can come up here and share your thoughts as well. We open with it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Just come on up and share your thoughts.
Kevin said he would sit her down and try and drill reality in her. If she can't comprehend that, then he gone. It's too late. She got you on the internet looking stupid.
Sometimes you got to take the L to recover. You get that L early. He dragged this out 2 years. It's going to take you another year to recover. Yeah, this could get dragged to 2 years.
So let me pose this one for you, right? Let me pose this one. Let me hit reset. So a couple months ago, it had the young lady that told a story about when she was younger, they ran a train on her. She's still with her man, even though that video went super viral. Super viral. She got on the internet and told the world when she was younger, they ran a train on her. Choo-choo. And she's still with that man.
So
she got back on the internet and say, "Yo, they started sending stuff to her boyfriend phone, her husband, whatever." You know, I don't know what possessed you to do that, but if I'm married,
So
or
did
if I,
you know about it before it came out?
boy, I don't know. But I know they still together because she said she's still with him. I was watching a video like months later, and she had a follow-up story explaining that people were texting him and telling her to leave her and all of that, and I guess they were still together, so I was like, whew. So in both scenarios now you have one that you found out a past versus one that was trying to create the scene.
He missed the train.
That's what I'm laughing at too. Oh man.
I mean, I think those people they're comfortable with themselves. I mean, when you grown up, man, you have different conversations. You should know that.
I agree with that.
And then here's the thing, like, we don't know what he told her. I mean, what she told him. He could have already known.
True.
He did.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Not all men are the same, though. Some men could, you know what I'm saying? If
they could have been in that.
Yeah. Because some ladies, they some stuff like, yeah, it couldn't have been me, player. They couldn't have been.
People got a pass, but I don't want to know. That right there?
But if he got sideswiped and it came out of nowhere, depending on the type of person, it'd be a little fragile.
Mm-hmm.
A little itchy, suspicious-y. I may have to go down to the courtroom and check some stuff out.
Yeah. I think if it was married, if that same situation and the person was married, then that's even 50-50 now. Because now you're going to lose half your asset just because you're trying to get away too.
Now, was that something she wanted?
Nah, she just got on the internet and told the whole world.
No, but she did it intentionally, right?
It had to be because she shared it with the world.
Right. So
that changes everything.
What's that? Go ahead, share your thoughts.
That's why I said that.
if you got exposed because somebody sent a video to you, man, or something, that's one thing. But if you just was like, let me get on the internet and tell y'all about what happened to me in the past. No.
Yeah, she did it. Well, she probably set it up.
Like King Gray said, she wanted that train. I don't want that. I'm getting off.
Yeah, she set that up.
Probably clicks. It's probably clicks and likes because once you know what the algorithm will want, go ahead.
It ain't worth it.
Nah,
you can have your clicks, you can have your likes, but goddamn, I gotta live with you.
Yeah, that means you guys don't connect, Brandon.
So all the talking, so we're getting back to it. So all of that talking doesn't matter.
I mean,
because if we connected, you'll understand.
I mean, no. Because see, now y'all got scenario playing in my head.
Go ahead, play it.
Number 9 on the New York.
Well, they didn't say if the games was random or not, but I'm assuming she set it up. And a train has to be more than 2, right? To be a train.
P, you telling us? I'm trying to figure out.
Does it have to be more than 2 to be a train, right?
Boy, you going into territories I don't know about.
Hey, let me know in the chat. How many guys do it have to be a train? It's a 2-some, 3-some, 4-some, then train 5.
CS person, he know.
So I'm thinking at least 5, right?
RD said, "Oh, RY said you nasty as hell."
Hey, I'm just asking, like, because she got on the internet and exposed this stuff, like people wanted to know. It wasn't like she got exposed. And this is what these platforms do. They allow y'all to go out there, open your mouth, talking about stuff y'all shouldn't be talking about, but now it's out there and we using it because we love it. It's great content.
And it's forever.
Yeah,
content.
that's definitely forever. That's something that
you got to have Beyonce money to get an internet scrub.
True.
You know,
definitely true.
You don't see no bad stuff of her on the internet.
All right, so closing thoughts, right? Closing thoughts. What's your thoughts on this one? Let's close out while I go to the transition. Any closing thoughts on this one, Brandon?
She's a nasty bitch.
Okay. P.
Loyalty, respect. I guess strong relationships.
Okay, I got one. Self-respect. You gotta have some kind of self-respect and morals.
No. You can't say self-respect because at the end of the day, it's all about how did the relationship survive, and where does self-respect play into that? On
You gotta respect himself to stay in the relationship, man.
Because to me, he's the one that basically was okay with it, allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
So I look at it on his level, like, because she wasn't respectful. Patience.
I like this one.
Obedience.
Say bad things happen to people, especially when they're young, but you cannot base it on the relationship on an public opinion. This happens. Yeah. All right, cool.
Kevin. It's a train. Choo-choo.
Well, Kevin, here's the thing, Kevin.
Being filled.
She wasn't.
And you can't base it on public opinion. That's your woman. Everybody
did this
know.
willfully. She set this up. Like, this wasn't something that was wrongly done to her. This was. She was
a willing participant.
We don't know that. We don't know. We don't know.
No,
so
I'm
that's even worse. So. If we don't know that and she wasn't, you telling the people, but you're not telling the police,
right? Or the spouse. You know what I mean?
I do agree with that. It's like, I won't tell the world, but even if you know what I'm saying, if something like that happened, then again, would you want? All right, so before we go to that, right? Would you want? So would you want?
Opinion, and it's always alleged. This is our opinion of, because we don't know exactly what these people are thinking. We're just looking at the clip, and we could try to figure out. These are our opinions. Go ahead.
But what I was going to say, P, was, would you want to know everything that your significant other did in their life?
No,
Brandon.
But there are people that stress that and want to do it.
So Brandon, let me ask Brandon.
I want transparency.
I'm gonna say no.
So I can make the correct decision, the decision I want to make based on what I know. If you was a hooah, I don't gotta be associated with it if I don't want to.
So you see how you say that? What if you like 4 or 5 years in?
I mean, I could invest my time somewhere else.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. If that information wasn't divulged in the beginning of the relationship and you've been with your significant other, then she told you, oh yeah, back in the days I used to be, you know what I'm saying?
It's the sin of omission. You was a hooah and you didn't tell me.
So that's grounds for parting ways.
Only ex popping junkie.
If I got the right,
can't take the guy with the messed up hair.
Huh?
He say you can't take the guy with the messed up hair in the middle.
Hey, seriously. You can't judge a book by its cover.
All right, okay.
Well, that means you just ain't reading it right. Oh no. Now can you take him serious?
That's how I feel about you. Where do you go? Only X. Yep, this is how I feel about you. So yeah, go ahead, Brandon. Let's continue.
So guys, so this is the thing. You guys can share your opinion. We know how to handle it, right? We building a nice crowd over here. If you got your opinion, share your opinion. You know what I'm saying? That ain't going to offend that guy in the middle. That guy got thick skin.
They break my
bone. Will go on.
So you got somebody right here defending you, P. Look, somebody defending you.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
Hello.
So they defending you. See, they coming to your aid, P. They coming to your aid.
Is that Jana? How do you say that?
Was it Janana Bonanza?
Janana Bonanza? Janana Bonanza. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I just wanted to let him know this is how I feel about him. I ain't got to say it, but I haven't worn my hat in a while.
Nice profile pic, sir. Yeah, y'all write your own lines. Good.
So you got the crowd, you got them defending you, P. Look at that. Look at that. You got the people defending you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. So we're going to transition to the next video. Let's go into the next video.
Let's get it.
So this took place at the Grammys, right? So some of the stuff that he said kind of created an uproar. Without me saying too much, what are your thoughts on the speech first? And you guys could chime in the comment sections if you guys agree with his speech or didn't agree with his speech. I'm gonna go with P first.
I thought his speech was okay. I mean, I know because a couple of things popped up, and a couple of Black Americans were a little upset because they felt like he was trying to lump everything in, you know, excluding Black Americans that built this country during slavery and stuff like that, where all the other cultures came after. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it like that, from that lens, he is correct. But I think in speeches, people get overwhelmed sometimes with certain things they say. They may misspeak and not really thinking about it in the moment. You know, say things that they don't really mean. But I didn't think it was that serious.
Okay. How about you, Brandon? What do you think?
I don't think he said anything wrong. You know, even though he was nervous, this is a melting pot that we all work together to build this country. You know, Blacks did a lot. The Chinese helped to build the railroad. Like we all contributed to this country in one way, shape, or form. So I didn't see anything wrong with it. And I don't know why people got to make it about them.
All right. So I'm gonna pull up this one right here. Right? Is this statement true or false? These freedoms are promised to Americans and not immigrants.
But immigrants become Americans. Those people on the Mayflower that came here, everybody was an immigrant and they became an American.
I'm gonna push back. I agree with him, right?
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why I agree with him is for the premise that once you come, you go through the channels, you become a citizen, right? So there's a point you leave from an immigrant and you transition into a green card holder, then a citizen, right? You're making steps towards the American dream, right? So this is why I agree with him, because you got to take the steps to become a citizen. If you don't come here, if you come here and you live and you don't make that contribution to be part of the society where you come, you take and you leave, you know what I'm saying? That's what most people think. So that's why I agree. And that's kind of my position. I could be wrong. I'm not fully speaking for him, but I agree. You know what I'm trying to say? Push back. Any response to that?
I mean, look, that's why ICE is an issue now. People don't want to leave. So everybody making their contribution to the country.
Not necessarily. I'm going to push back.
Not the criminals, obviously.
Right.
Well, what he says was built this country. So you got to think about
freedom. These freedoms are promised to American, not immigrants. These freedoms are promised to Americans and not immigrants. And that is true.
Right. But all immigrants eventually transition and become citizens.
Which could be true too. But you don't have that status as an immigrant anymore. You become naturalized.
Right.
So, and this is the wordplay that we were talking about. So, guys, there's this narrative, right? I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know, right? I'm basing it on Winston Phillips logic, right? The wordplay of immigrants or undocumented and all of that, they did all of that to blend in with naturalized, well, not green card holders, right? If I could call you an immigrant, undocumented, all of those things, I could bulk you in with that same category. That was kind of my position, because once they could rewrite it to state thing, I don't want to rehash everything, but I think that's what they're doing. So it wasn't promised to them, because once you're a green card holder, you don't get certain benefits as a U.S. citizen, and once you're an immigrant, you can't get all the benefits of America. What's been happening for the last couple of years is like this, and like I'll go into that next statement after, is once you get here, you gotta blend in, become, work towards it. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people that come here and they never even get their citizenship or their green card, and they just grow old, and when they're done, they leave, they go home. Mm-hmm. That's why I feel that way. Any comments to that?
I get it. I mean, I guess it's like you said, it's about your intent. At the end of the day, are you intending on becoming a citizen? I still feel like even if you become an American, you're still an immigrant. You came from somewhere before you got here, and it's okay to hold on to that tag, in my opinion, because you shouldn't forget where you came from.
I agree. So let me clarify this. So I don't want you guys to feel that I'm against migrating or becoming a citizen, going through the right path. You know what I'm saying? I'm for immigration. I'm for people coming to America, living here, having opportunity. I want them to live the American dream, but you got to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
So he's correct in his speech when he say immigrants built this country.
Say that again?
Because he basically, when we spin back on the video, he said immigrants built this country.
But I think he neglected the Black African Americans that was here first.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Do you think that his statement was past that part of time?
I agree.
Into maybe the last 10 to 15 years, 20, because we don't know where his headspace in, what timeline he's in.
Exactly. It wasn't clear. It wasn't clear.
You're right. It wasn't. So a lot of Black Americans felt like they were a part of building structure in this country, and immigrants like from different islands came in much later and helped grow what was already here.
But what if they all family? When they came across, it's like, hey, they dropped P in America, they dropped me in Trinidad, and they dropped
if you understand the way the slave trade works, I mean, we got dropped off in Trinidad and Tobago. Brandon got dropped off in Virginia.
Yeah,
all on the same boat,
pretty much.
You know what I mean, so that's one of the things a lot of people don't know, how much we've been so mixed up.
But I do agree to. So let me put it like this. I agree. Yes, slave and immigrants did help build this country, because there was a lot of people that came in through Ellis Islands and other places that came in and did some of the hard work. So I'm not going to sit here.
Free labor. It's about the free labor. That's what it basically come down to, the free labor. No other nationality gave up their blood and their life to build this country without ever getting any reparations for it. That's what it's really about.
What do you mean reparations?
Because Black Americans in this country still haven't got reparations for slavery.
So we're going to push to this topic. Brandon, do you think the Black African Americans are ever going to get reparations?
I don't think we will ever get it, because everybody's going to muddy the waters. Well, does your family, how do you trace your lineage back to slavery and it's always going to be complicated. It's always going to be, why do they deserve it? So it's never going to happen.
It could happen under this administration if you push it right. I'm telling you, man.
The orange man.
You got to get him to make it feel like he made the decision. You know what I mean? You can't go up to him and just see. He said Trump would take us back to slavery. Yeah, that's what they want.
But that still goes back. I don't think so. I'm gonna push back, man.
No, I don't think so. I'm just joking.
We don't think so because
the
reality,
make America great again. You got to really think, when was America great for them? When we ain't had no rights. We ain't had no rights to talk, and freedom of speech didn't apply to us.
When we were 3/5 of a person.
Right. So, and that's the side of the thing. You see, hey, and I understand what y'all saying, right? But like, as far as Trump going back, I don't think so, because I think what's going on, people, and that's one of the things. You see, we did the same thing the young lady did in the video. We're talking about Trump. You remember the young lady came and like, with 400 years of slavery, with the creepy voice, the fourth person that I played.
Yeah.
We did the same exact thing. So it's like, when you go, it's like, you get my point?
I mean, we're speaking facts, you know.
True.
But we're not comparing nothing. We just speaking facts.
All right. So that's the difference, though. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, we're not afraid to talk about anything. If it comes up, we talking about it. So don't feel that, don't get offended, whatever, but we got thick skin. We talk about it. That's why it's called Late Night Line. We talk about any subject matter, We're not experts at all of them, we just share our 2 senses and we roll with that. If you got a strong position, you feel you got to share your thoughts, the link up at the top, come say it.
Come on.
We definitely go back and forth. But
hey, King Ray, they didn't forget about the seller.
The what?
The seller. He's talking about they brought the slaves and moved them to various countries for their interests, but don't forget about the seller. The seller is basically some of these corporate companies on Wall Street, like Citibank and they became big corporations.
It's true. We in Connecticut.
Oh,
we know exactly. But yeah. But you ain't gonna always go all the way back to come back forward. But the reality, it's true. It is true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna overlook the
I mean, there was a lot of participants, including our own people, involved. So
what I wanted to do here, right, was I had someone response to Shaboozey comments at the award, right? So here we go.
If I am your only black friend, then we are actually. If I am your only black friend, then we are actually not friends. But after watching the Grammy, if I am your only black friend, then we are actually not friends. But after watching the Grammy Awards and whatever Shaboozey said, let me go on and amend that real quick. If I am your only foundationally black friend, then we are not friends. A foundationally black person is a person that's black mixed with black. I have no other country of origin that I can point to outside of Africa than the United States of America. My mama tells me all the time, all skin folks ain't kin folk, and this is why we can't have nice things. Now, I didn't expect much of Shaboozey. We've had this conversation before. He's the same person that got his nickname Shaboozey because his friends didn't care enough to learn how to pronounce his name. The issue I have is that anti-blackness is so much a part of what it means to be an American that the immigrants adopt it as part of their assimilation, even if they are phenotypically black. Child, I'm gonna tell you like Wendy Williams. You are what the cops say you are when they pull you over. Have a great day.
What are your thoughts on this one?
I don't like this us against them thing, man. Immigrants are immigrant.
Okay.
A lot of black Americans don't feel that way.
Yeah.
Oh, this a black American don't feel that way.
So
now I think it's only problem because he was black. If he was a white person say what he said, nobody would.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'll put
Because they could say like the immigrants that built this country. I mean, immigrants come from all over the world.
I think people are always gonna have their position on something. Even if the person was white and they try to say that, it still would have had backlash. It still would have had backlash.
So?
That's it doesn't even have to go into like immigrants. I think even if the person was white and they brought up anything to do with immigration and the way how they say it, I think it would have been backlash. Because the thing I would say is, why choose that platform to say that? If you can't come out on your own cognizance and say that, he a big person, white, if you can't come out on your own platform and say that, don't go on a big stage and say it, because you already know it's controversial what you said.
If you go and protest, why not protest at your biggest movement?
That's true, because but think about it.
Because we're talking about it, so he got whatever he wanted to say, he got it out. He said he wrote that. He wrote that. Yeah, he wrote it to, was it to his mama?
Yeah.
He said,
you bring up a good point, though.
If a white person has said it. I mean, it doesn't hit me like that, but a lot of people are ticked off, so I know it feel a certain way, because I didn't think he really went into to say, oh, he kind of said help build this country. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he leaned into a real strong about just being immigrants that built the country and not people that was here before.
I mean, somebody said that Black Americans are immigrants.
Because just like, well, at one point they were until they weren't.
So is that true? But you gotta challenge it.
Well, just like Brandon was saying about, other than the Indians, everybody to America is immigrant.
Yeah.
Right. So if you think about what Shaboozey said, immigrants did build this country. Right? He wasn't wrong. Now, slavery is a big part of that history of this country, and it was the free part of labor that nobody wants to talk about.
True.
And
this one is true too. Go ahead.
I think it's on that level where most Black Americans are upset, because reparations was never given out for what their families endured. So when you think about it on that level, I understand where they're coming from. But to talk about what Shaboozey said, yes, immigrants did build this country, because after the Indians, everybody that got here was immigrants.
Cool. Yeah.
Misguided.
Yeah, I could understand that one. Yeah, I think I agree with that one.
But I understand everybody's side. You know what I'm saying?
A stolen person doesn't immigrate. But guess what? We're here anyway.
Now there it is. That is a very, they did not ask to be here. Now I ended up in the Caribbean, so I didn't ask to be there either. We got extracted and we got, you know what I'm saying? So
boy, you woke up on the island, they ain't take you. You woke up on the island.
What happened?
I said you woke up on the island. Nobody took you, boy.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I always say, like, when I'm traveling back home or going to another island, and people would be like, oh, make sure ain't no hurricanes coming through. And I'd be like, man, it's never a bad time to be on an island. Never.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But you think back at that time when slavery was on that island, that was probably the worst time to be on an island, because it was horrible back then.
Oh yeah, I seen this one. So say we're ignorant as I can't. I gotta pre-read some of these, you know. But so she was talking about stolen land, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that backfired on her. I didn't pull up a clip for this one, so I'm not gonna dive into it. So she got up on stage and started talking about, started talking, and it backfired on her. But yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
Hey, it's the best time to talk your truth.
I don't think so, yo. I don't think so.
Because most of these artists that's out here, the only time they really talk is on these award shows. Sometimes you don't see these people nowhere. They be in the house just chilling, you know. But I'm not too upset with his statement. What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, I don't see anything misguided or, you know, like he said what he said, and I understand the truth in it from my perspective. So I don't see the issue personally.
Okay.
No,
A lot of these top celebrities, they come from different walks of life, different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even some of the top ones, you don't think, you know, like, and if you look at it, you most of like Nicki Minaj, Busta Rhymes, you have all of these, you know what I'm saying? They all have some kind of lineage back to the islands or Africa or someplace. So, you know.
Yeah, Nicki's in a whole mess right now.
Who's that?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh, so as you said that, we're going to roll right into her. Thanks for the segue. Here we go. Here you go. We roll into the next one, guys. Here we go.
What is some of the policies in California, given you've spent a lot of time there, that makes you think Gavin Newsom is Gavin Newsom? Is it the mass amount of illegal immigration and tax dollars being spent for legal and healthcare? Is it the failure to rebuild homes in the Palisades? Is it just pro-trans ideology and pushing that on kids in schools? What stands out the most to you?
And I'm glad you asked that, because I want to make it clear. I personally don't have an issue with the trans part of the LGBT at all. I am the biggest advocate for adults being able to do whatever the heck they want to do. They're adults. I don't care. I only mentioned something because when it comes to children, I wouldn't even allow my 17-year-old daughter to get breast implants. Neither, like, and most 99% of the parents would not let their 17-year-old child get breast implants. So if you wouldn't let a child get breast implants, you're not going to want them to have any kind of surgery, because we all know the brain is not developed. And we've heard about 19 times more likely to commit suicide. What more do you need to know? That a child is 19 times more likely to commit suicide if they have a surgery before they're an adult? So I just wanted to make that clear, because, you know, of course, I don't judge, you know, adults with, you know, they can do whatever they want. With Newsom, it's the fact that with everything you said, but then having the audacity to be playing on Twitter, obsessed with Trump, trying to be Trump, trying to be funny when it's not, and then wanting to roll around in the mud with female rappers or whomever, and completely missing the plot. We would never want someone like that to be our president. Americans are so big on loyalty, and that just showed us all you do not have a loyal bone in your body, and no one is going to vote for you.
Yep. So that was that one right there. Let me take off this banner right quick. So, what are your thoughts on this one, Brandon? I didn't want to play the other one because that one was controversial too. So we're just gonna stick to this one. She was having an interview with, I guess that lady's name was Kate. I can't remember.
I don't believe her.
I don't know why we're talking to Onika Mirage when her husband is on the registry. She talking about kids. That's odd to me.
But I think you're losing the point, though. Let's bring it back to the. I understand your sentiments. I understand. I let you get into that in a second. But the main topic is talking about Gavin Newsom and some of the ways that he's gone about it. Right. Mm-hmm. The fact, like someone said in there, facts are the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
like she said, she had to clarify. I think her point was true. Hate it or love it, hate or love her. What she stated was true.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That's true. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you have the floor. I'll let you have the floor. Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Minus my opinions about the young lady, I do feel as though adults need to be making that decision themselves. Adults can't make these decisions for kids. It don't matter what they want. Their brain is not fully developed to be doing this. You know, we even had on an earlier episode an individual who did a transition and then went back. And so it's like, hey, if you make a decision as an adult, that's you. But if you're too young to comprehend the life-changing event that you're about to put yourself through, it shouldn't happen at all. And so that I can agree with.
Okay. Okay. P, your thoughts?
So this is true, right? All the stuff she was talking about, Newsom, the kids and all that stuff. I mean, her giving people advice to me is just weird. Like, isn't she like Plastic Woman, they call her?
Barbie, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And but I guess it's cool her trying to get her daughter away from some of those things. Now, the whole thing about the kid
comparison is a comparison.
Yeah,
she got she won't let her get boots.
Her daughter. I know. Yeah. I know. She was saying that she won't let her daughter get breast implants. You know, when we know what Nikki was like at her daughter's age. You know what I'm saying? But I guess she's right. You know, adults, once you're an adult, you should decide that. I don't think that should be pushed on the kids. I mean, we spoke about that before. You know, all that stuff that, nah, I ain't cool with none of that stuff. Especially when they kids.
Yeah. So what I have to say, I agree with her. The issue is, I kind of get y'all sentiments is what makes her authority to speak on politics. I would say becoming a parent. Once you become a parent, I think you're no longer, you still have to advocate for yourself, but you still need to protect your kids. You know what I'm trying to say? If you're not protecting your kids, who is going to protect your kids? And if I have that platform and that level of notoriety where what I say can impact people, I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say everything, but I think it's there. You're always going to advocate for things that is important to you. And I like the way how she articulated herself. You know what I'm saying? I like Nikki. You know what I'm saying? Do I agree with everything Nikki do? No, I don't agree with everything Nikki do. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, hey, at the end of the day, what she's talking about is facts.
So it's happening. That's basically what you're saying. It's happening.
What do you mean? What is happening?
The surgeries and things like that.
So I don't even want to get into that because that's out of my realm.
That's what I'm saying. Is what she's telling is truth, right?
Yeah, it is true. It's true. Yeah. But going into that world and that lifestyle, boy, I don't know. I kind of, those are one of the things that I 12 do not. I know, but I don't have enough to speak on.
Yeah. What about you, Brandon?
Same thing. It's not my wheelhouse. Don't know enough about it to make a comment on it.
I don't want to get baited, so I'm gonna pick these comments carefully.
And I disagree with those laws 100%. And I believe that Miss Mirage is saying the same thing, or Miss Petty. My apologies.
Yeah. But that one, so overall, what she was saying made sense, and the part with Gavin and Newsom and how they gone about it, it's weird. It's weird to me. It's weird, but you know, I want to ask a question, but I don't really want to ask it because it ain't the right time. We gotta leave that for a different debate because we're gonna lead into politics. But this one wasn't about that. I just like the situation on hand and we stay focused to it, because if not, we could go all different ways, you know. But I do agree with her. Let me pull up the next one, because this one could go deep. This one could go deep real fast. Here we go. Oh, this is one I wanted to play. I want to see this one right here.
And it's really fun having them. What I realized is there's so much prejudice against refugees, mostly because people don't know them.
Lisa says she feels like she has her own personal chef, as Wildande loves cooking. ¿Te gusta?
I'll play that one more time. I will play it one more time.
Yeah. And it's really fun having them. What I realized is there's so much prejudice against refugees, mostly because people don't know them.
Lisa says she feels like she has her own personal chef, as Wildande loves cooking. ¿Te gusta?
The way they clip this up, I could tell they clip this up in a clickbait manner.
They knew what they were doing.
They know exactly what was doing when they was clipping this up. But why the editors didn't tell that lady? Do you think what she said is fair, or did she know they were going to portray her like this? Even though she said what she said.
Yeah, I don't think she knew they was going to portray them like that. Like K. Regan said in the comments, you basically saying like, oh yeah, get you a maid. That way you'll understand they're not bad people. No. They did that so that we can have this exact conversation. Crazy.
Hey, put up my comment, yo. Right?
Why do you feel so?
I already see that she got set up. I'm asking y'all, like, right?
That's for the comments. Put that one in the thing. So diabolical. Yes. That's BS. She's a she's a maid. I think she's a maid. But that's why would you want immigration? So people can be? Well, it comes down to, I think, a level of who it is. Because I think if you have money and you could have certain people, I don't even think you need immigrants to do that. I don't even think, because even if it got people here and you apply, they could cook too. So saying immigration to get a maid, I don't think you have to do all of that, because it got some people that would work.
Yeah, but she's basically talking about cheap labor.
That's what it
right,
sounds.
I get it, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's just. It's like this. Do you have to go? So all right, it's like kind of. I'm gonna push it far and bring it right back. Like passport bros. They got chicks here. Why do they go to other country?
Ease of use.
But they got it here
to travel.
No, ease to travel and ease of use. You don't got to worry about the pushback. You don't got to worry about, oh, what do you bring to the table? I'm out here. I got some money for you. Let's have a good time.
But you can meet that here too. But some people like to travel. Because you think about this, as much immigrants that's coming into the country every year, you can get those people coming into the country when they do, if you were looking for that or being smart. But to each his own, man. I'm not gonna hate on nobody.
I mean, look, it's just what I hear. You go to Colombia, the American dollar is very strong over there. Versus a woman I meet over here, there's no exchange rate.
But no, you can't look at it like that, though. I hear it. Cheaper doesn't mean better. You get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, I get
It ain't about better. It's
No,
about
I'm just
cheaper.
saying. I'm just saying because he said cheaper. So I'm just saying you can still find love here, and this is in the same cases.
Oh, you said love?
Where you, well, I'm just. He said, it ain't about things.
Passport bros looking for love.
Still find it here. Why do you have to go other places? What she's looking for, she could have hired a maid.
But
she could hire a maid, and like somebody said in the comments, being a maid is honest work. It is.
Yes.
This is poor timing in terms of this whole thing happening. How it was clipped, as you said. It's just poor optics. Let's put it like this.
Yes, it is. It is. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Okay, Regan, thank you. Appreciate you.
That's what that was.
Those who know, those who don't. I hope you're talking about the passport bros.
But overall, right? Hold on. Overall, let's see. Some people view on it as weird, but you see, in this one, it benefits them. It benefits them in this situation. So is that some of the reasons some of these people are fighting for these people, the immigrants that come into the country because of free labor or subpar labor? Can I call it that? Or should I just call it what it is?
Nah, let's not call it subpar.
Call it subpar.
The best labor they're gonna ever have. These people they work hard.
Right. That's damn near slavery because they talking about the ones that's undocumented. That's pretty much the ones they talking about. Like they working towards getting stuff. At that point, you got to accept anything. So they hire that person. They could underpay him, and they move on as they move up.
Okay.
That's immigration.
I think we did. I think we did all of them. I don't know if I did this one.
It's crazy though to think. Well, I guess they look at it as business too because you're the one paying out.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, I think immigration plays a big part in what's going on today, and you can't be naive. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got to look at it like, what do you want the future to be for some of these people?
Plus, too, you can't expect everybody to come in and be a maid.
Exactly, that's true.
So you don't know what's always going on in their head when they do things up above, and they hope that things fall into place. Sometimes they accidentally get it right, but we don't know what they're really thinking.
I think we got a last one. I got to check this one. So let's transition to this one. I think I probably played it, but let's see this last one, and we land.
I just feel like you guys are so.
You muted.
No, I said that was the one that triggered Brandon. So what we gonna do, right? In closing, right? Anything that you want to say, Brandon? The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
The floor is mine. If we leaving it on immigration as the last thing that we talked about, we don't know people's intent, like you said, whether it's the people coming in or it's the people who are looking for these services. But my hope is that the individual who is being a maid or doing whatever it is you came to this country to do, that if your end game is citizenship, that you are going into this with your eyes open and understanding that, hey, these people may look at you as less than. They may look at you as an equal. Who knows? It's all about the end game. If you want to become a citizen, you want to contribute to this country, do your thing. Get your money, but do it the right way.
Okay. All right. So, P, it's on you.
Man, immigration is tough, but they out there doing their jobs. We did a lot of clips in here from Nicki to Ice to a lot of controversial things. As far as Nicki, we didn't get into the whole gold card thing, the Trump card that he gave her.
Go ahead.
But we could probably get in on that on the next episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted to get into that now, but
yeah, you could think we got time. You got time.
Well, you heard about that, Brandon?
I heard a lot about Miss.
Nikki got a
Mrs.
gold card from Trump. He gave her a gold card, and basically, she posted that this card gave her a pathway to citizenship. So then the White House came out after and was like, whoa, that was just a memorabilia type thing. So now she's been getting a backlash. I don't know if she did it to get clicks and views, but people.
So long as she not a citizen?
No, she's not.
Ice got another one.
That's Purcell cousin. That's P cousin.
Yeah, that's one of my
I'm playing.
Because
don't claim Mrs. Patty, man. She got too much going on with her right now.
That my uncle on my father's side niece.
Woof.
But yeah, like he was saying, I think they gave her a card, and it wasn't.
But like you also said, maybe she's not trying to get her citizenship because of tax purposes. You know what I mean? Because once you lock down in one area, they're gonna start hitting you. Yeah, 21 Savage ain't either. His family
he's from London. Find out that he was British. That's crazy.
Yeah. He's fallen off. He got caught with a whole big botting allegation.
Nah, he gonna be all right.
Nah, he done. Well, Nikki ain't getting deported. They ain't gonna deport her because
she got that anchor baby. She got that anchor baby.
Yeah. That's once you got a baby, you're good. Your child could always get you citizenship.
And guess what? She the only parent that's gonna be able to take care of him. Father can't be near him.
Yeah. So, P, do you shout out your socials?
Well, I'm good, man. Peapod Cove everywhere.
Peapod Cove. We got to get your social, Brandon. The people would love to hear from you sometime.
I like being an enigma.
Do you have any social media?
Late night live. I got nothing. I'm right here with 12 and P. You want to see me? Come here.
All right, cool. So as we draw this to a close, guys, so we're here Mondays and Tuesdays. Tuesdays and Thursday. I don't know why I said that, but Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 9. If you like to be part of the panel, the link is all the way at the top, or scan the QR code. It'll bring you to all our links. We got a WhatsApp chat. If you want to kind of see how the panel is, just kind of click that link, go in there, and we'll invite you into that that group. So right before we come on stage, you could be part of the panel. So if you know anyone that might be interested in being a panelist, you could share it with them. So, and we're looking for both male and female, right? We want a balanced panel. So if anyone's interested, the link's up top, or scan the QR code and hit us up, So we're just trying to have some honest conversation. We don't want it to be an echo chamber, so we're here to deal with some tough questions or thing that's in front of us. So
the things going on in the world.
Yeah, and things going on in the world.
Hit the QR code up here. You look
at that QR code at the top of the screen.
I must say, y'all been real busy in the comments tonight. If y'all got something to say, come on.
We tested the shorts.
Yeah, we're doing shorts as well.
Yeah, so we broadcasting.
Yeah, I'm actually in there right now. That's where I left the comment from. I was in the shorts.
Yeah, so that's working. That's definitely working, guys.
It's working really good.
We thank you. Thank all the comments. It's been a good one. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, make sure y'all leave any comments down below. After the video go off, leave your comments. We're going to respond to them in the next show.
Oh, and if you have any videos you want us to tackle, hit us up in the bio.
These crazy comments down there.
They're coming in.
I ain't want to say that. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Birthday shout out.
No. Gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah. Yeah, if your birthday in February, happy birthday. Mine's next week.
Lord. Not what that dog talking about.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, though. We do appreciate it.
Peace.
Yes, we do. See y'all next week.
Tuesday at 9.